Hey guys, it's Tearse from channel Tearse, and today I'll be talking about what I think is the top 3 exercises for teaching yourself to be able to do one-arm press-ups. There's 2 types of one-arm press-ups. There is, you can do it with the open hand, you can do it on your fists. I like to do it on my fists, but it's actually easier to do it with your open hand. So that's what we'll be doing today. 3 exercises that we'll be doing. We'll be starting off with a modified chest press. I'll show you a little bit more about that in the video. On the first exercise, doing that is to build up your muscular strength. So obviously you have the strength to be able to push your body weight up. Second exercise will be a straight armed plank. We'll talk about in the video how long you're supposed to do that for. The reason for that is you need the core strength for whenever whichever arm you're putting on, you need to be able to balance yourself. So you need to be able to stabilize your muscles in your core and your abdominals and your lower back. Third exercise that we'll be doing is press ups. Obviously that's for the muscular endurance, because as you know, if you can't do a press up, you won't be able to do a one-arm press up. And again, that's for your muscular endurance to get that on. I'll go straight away and I'll show you the 3 exercises in the video, and hopefully you like it.
Hey guys, so as you can see here, it's a modified chest press. You want to be able to be doing dumbbells which are about half your body weight. So for instance, I weigh 75 kilograms. You want to be doing 37.5 kilograms. If you can't do that, you'll definitely want to drop the weight and then build your way up. You want to be looking at doing about 10 to 12 reps for this. When you're pressing the dumbbells up, as you can see in the video, you want to do one arm at a time, keeping the other arm not completely straight, but keep it slightly bent just to balance out the body, and make sure you press directly above your deltoids. When you do this, you can see that it overloads the chest, overloads the delts, and it should build on that muscular strength that you need to be able to force yourself up in a one-arm press up. So second exercise is the straight armed plank. This is the work on your core muscles and your lower back muscles. When you're doing a straight arm plank, you want to make sure your legs are close together and you want your arms about shoulder width apart. You don't want to have your arms locked out, because that'll put too much strain on your elbows. If you put too much strain on your elbows, you can look forward to injury. You want to keep your core tensed, your lower back tensed, and you want to be doing this for 30 seconds. And the reason for this is because when you're doing your one-arm press-ups, you need to be able to stabilize obviously your core muscles depending on which arm you end up doing the one-arm press-up on. Next exercise is press-ups. When you're doing the press-ups, you want your arm about just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, open palms. You want to make sure that you get a good strain up and down in your pectorals, your upper pectoral, your lower pectorals. Make sure to keep them nice and slow. You want to be doing 10 to 12 of these, exact same as we're doing in the modified chest press. The reason for this is to build on your muscular endurance. Finally, doing the one-arm press up. As you can see, palm open. When you've got your palm open, you want a little bit wider than your shoulder. As you can see, you want to be able to put your left or your right leg, your opposite leg to your opposite arm. You want to put that about 2, maybe 3 feet away from your other foot. You want to keep your back leg a little bit bent and your side leg a little bit bent. As you go down, you want to try and get your elbow to about 90 degrees and then push yourself back up. And as you can see in the video, you should be able to see it's going down to 90 degrees and then back up. What else you can do is, if you don't want to put your arm behind, you can put your arm on your opposite leg to the opposite arm. If anyone has any questions about this video, or if they want any tips or anything, just don't be afraid to get in touch. That's Tearse at channel Tearse. Thank you very much.